for again joining me for morning manna on this rainy spring morning. So, spring showers bring April flowers, if I recall my grade school uh, education. So, Psalm 77, I'd like to look at a couple of verses there and then a couple of verses following. Psalm 77 was written, the superscription tells us is this in the psalm that was written by Asaph. And in my margin notes, I somehow was inspired, based on previous study, to note that Asaph was a straight shooter. He told it like it was. Asaph doesn't pull any punches. And in this psalm, he asks himself some rhetorical questions. And the answer is no, 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 no. Six no's. So perhaps you noticed that in the title. And in the middle of this psalm, beginning in verse 7, 777, so seventh verse of Psalm 77, will the Lord cast us off forever? No. And will he be favorable? No more. Of course, you know the answer to that. There's our second no. Has his mercy ceased forever? No. Third no. Has his promise failed forevermore? No. Has God forgotten to be gracious? Of course not, we know that. Has he in his anger shut up his tender mercies? No. Selah, think about that. So let me read those verses again without my own interjections of no. Will the Lord cast us off forever? And will he be favorable no more? Has his mercy ceased forever? Has his promise failed forevermore? Has God forgotten to be gracious? Has he in anger shut up his tender mercies? Selah. How wonderful. So the straight shooter, Asaph, he asked these rhetorical questions to himself, of course, and he realized, of course not. God is always merciful. We may not understand it. We may not be able to interpret how that's all going to play out, but he always is merciful. And we can be thankful for that. As the French say, merci. I'm not sure my pronunciation's all that French-like, but it's interesting. Merci. That's thank you in French. Merci. Mercy. We can be thankful. We can be merci for the mercy of God. And just some concluding verses I'd like to read regarding this. His mercy, Psalm 136, verse 23, says, his mercy endures forever. From Numbers 14, verse 18, the Lord is long-suffering and abundant is mercy. And then from Micah chapter 7, 18 and 19. Who is a God like you, pardoning iniquity? He does not retain his anger forever because he delights in mercy. He will again have compassion on us and will subdue our iniquities. You will cast all our sins into the depths of the sea. Micah 7. And then the final verse I'd like to share from Titus chapter 3, verse 5. Not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us. So, you French speakers have an advantage when you say merci. You can be reminded of mercy. Or maybe you have a sign in your house that says merci. It's kind of in the French language is always kind of in. Merci, maybe above your kitchen, counter, merci. Be reminded of mercy. But whether you speak French or not, regardless, we can be thankful, grateful, forever, eternally thankful for the mercy of God, who is so good to us. Lord, be magnified. Maranatha.